Hi, welcome back to Comic Book Gallery. I'm your host, Joaquin. How we doing, people? So, I just want to do a quick video today about what I picked up on Free Comic Book Day. And no, I didn't pick up all that stuff you see right here or there. I picked up a few books, and um, I wanted to talk about this. I I have lately I've been feeling like I'm being like priced out of just like even new comics. So the place I go to, it's a pretty cool place. Affordable cards and comics. So if you ever get a chance in Norco, California, which is down south by Ontario, check them out. They're pretty good. So, and I'm not sponsored by them or anything like that. It's just a place I like going. So I went there and I was like looking around to figure out what I wanted to buy, and I didn't really see anything that like really jumped out, even though I'm reading a few series, like Joker and Star Wars and some other things. I'm just like, free comic book day. Hopefully, I'll pick up some books, maybe read something that's interesting. And so I've been hearing a lot of good things about The Last Ronin. So I was like, okay. So Last Ronin, their cover price is like $8.99, and I paid a few dollars more. Okay, I'm okay with that. The good news is that he's only missing like issue number two, so I'm gonna keep buying the other series as we go, and you know we'll take it from there. But I just kind of lost my words for a second. But second book I bought was Crimson Reign Star Wars, and I want to say it's number 21, 23. Okay, so I like the cover. I bought three books, right? And for a dollar, I got the Web Spider-Man 122. And so I'm like, for these three books, I spent like $15, something like that, give or take 14, something with taxes. And he was giving 20% off. And last year, he did 20% off back issues and graphic novels. But it wasn't new comics. This year it was new comics. And so I'm just wondering, like, how many more people out there are, with gas prices up and inflation up, what are you cutting back on? Because I put these other things here not only just to, kind of spice up the background. This is like the other things I'm collecting. So, I'm always talking about my little Marvel Legends, and of course I love collecting pops, and you got a little Grogu there. Mandalorian, and my first love of collecting was Dungeons and Dragons. So I got a little Beholder pop, pretty cool. I'll show him. Scary. And the player's handbook here to represent Dungeons and Dragons. And I was thinking back in the past, I don't know, since starting this year, I used to average 4 or 5 books a week, and now I'm barely. Then it switched down to 3 or 4. And it's 2 to 3, and then with this haul, it was almost 2 books. But I went through the dollar section. I was like, oh, this is cool. I found a nice little book. Maybe the storyline will be interesting for me to track down the other books, which I think that's like, when you buy a dollar book, hopefully it's enticing enough for you to continue to collect the rest of the series, and hopefully you'll read something good. And it got me thinking, like, isn't that what comic books are supposed to be in general? And it doesn't feel like that anymore. It doesn't feel like going to the comic book store is like a cool thing like I used to get excited for back in the days where I was just like, yeah, a new comic book day. And, especially like in the 80s, so we're talking like nostalgia here, 80s and early 90s, where you used to be able to just buy a whole bunch of books. And now, if you buy like 10 books, that's like $40, $50 with tax. Even if they give you a discount, still 40, you know, 40 times 4, it's like 160, close to 200 with tax. So, and most of these books are going to end up like the Web Spider-Man value wise. So it's almost like you're you're treating these books like they're supposed to be investments, but the reason why you bought the books was entertainment, right? At least that's how it started out for me. And I'm just like, I don't know, I just feel lost in this conversation because I really started to think about, the video I wanted to make, and I was thinking about the purchases I made and how I just don't feel like I can keep up with all the new stuff. And sometimes I just feel like I don't want to keep up with the new stuff because the way that they are, the stories aren't that good, the artwork isn't that good, and that's like affecting like most of the books of the new age stuff. Everybody's got their own, to each his own, but so I just wanted to throw that out there so people can, leave a comment. I would love to hear from you on your opinion. Are you feeling the same way where it's just like, new comic book day just feels like it's not how it used to feel? And, part of it is inflation, you know, and the other part is that you don't really have that many good stories with good artwork anymore. So that kind of influences what you want to buy. At least it does for me. Okay, so I got this for my niece, and my niece is 4 years old. Her name is Coraline, and I know she's just going to destroy this book. And so my mom's like, um, she's just going to rip out pages or be rough with it. I go, I know, but she'll look at the image. She loves watching this cartoon. So I thought I'd read it first, real quick, and before I give it to her. And then, at least she gets to see something, and she gets a gift from her uncle. All right. So, Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. In the last Ronin series, it's Michelangelo who survives, and I'm not gonna tell. I mean, I'm not breaking any spoilers here. The series is over now. They, I haven't read it all completely, so maybe I don't want to go into it too much. But at the end of the fifth book, they give hint that they're going to be starting a new team. But this is kind of like a Days of Future Past, so they're not really replacing Ninja Turtles, which I'm very happy because, I grew up loving these guys, and I really don't want to see them replaced. You want to do an alternate timeline or whatever, that's cool. Just don't replace the main team. I didn't even notice how dirty that was, so I wasn't even paying attention. It's a bad copy, but so next we got Spider-Man and Venom. Um, I don't know how many books come out on Free Comic Book Day. I guess it's like your location. So these were like the best books for me to pick up that I thought would be interesting. Wasn't like past ones where you could get some interesting books that could hold some value. This is more like you're just grabbing stuff that you think you might enjoy reading. And we got this Judgment Day, so hopefully that will turn out good. Yeah, we'll see. So that's it. Free Comic Book Day. Got some books. Got a dollar book. And some other books that I'm hoping, like the Star Wars Crimson Reign series so far is pretty good. It's interesting. I'm enjoying it. I want to get the complete Last Ronin series before I read it. Start reading it, and especially since he doesn't have number 2, so it might be your moment. But that's it, people. Hope you enjoyed this video, and my next video is going to be what's in the box. And that is going to be talking about learning how to judge a book based off the pictures that the eBay or whoever provides for you. So with that, people, take care. You know what to do. Hit the like button if you enjoyed the video. New to the channel, hello. And subscribe so you don't miss another video. Take care, people.